Comprehension skills.
When you read, you have to do many things. Your eyes have to recognize, see, and understand letters and words. This information goes to your brain, and your brain tries to connect this information to things that you already know. In this part, we are going to show you some activities that you can do to become a good reader.
Previewing. What is previewing? Previewing is when you look at something quickly before you read it. You preview when you want to get information. Previewing can help you with your reading because when you preview a passage, you can get some ideas about it and you can understand better and read faster. When you preview, you ask yourself questions about the passage. For example, what is this? Who wrote it? And who is for? What is about? How long is it? Scanning. What is scanning? Scanning is a very fast kind of reading. You scan when you want to find information quickly. For example, you may scan a telephone book, a menu, a dictionary, or a website. When you scan, you move your eyes very quickly over the page. You don't read all the words. You read only the words that help you find information. Making inferences. An inference is a kind of guess. When you read a passage, you get information. Then, you can make an inference about the information and ideas that are not in the passage. For example, if you read an article in the newspaper about Turkey and it says that the number of tourists had increased, you make an inference from this. Turkey might be a good place to look for a job in the tourist industry. Focusing on the topic. What is a topic? A topic is a word or phrase that tells what something is about. Writers think about the topic as they are writing, and their ideas follow from that topic. If you want to understand the ideas, you must start by looking for the topic. Remember, the topic can be a thing, a person, or an idea. Understanding paragraphs. A paragraph is a group of sentences that are all about one thing or idea. In English, most paragraphs have a topic. The topic of a paragraph tells what the paragraph is about. When you are reading, you should always look for the topic. If you know the topic, you will understand better. It's important to know that the first sentence in a paragraph often, but not always, includes the main idea. You might need to use parts of many sentences to write the main idea. A paragraph also includes facts and ideas that support or explain the main idea. Supporting facts and ideas can be examples of something or parts of an explanation.
Identifying the pattern. What is a pattern? It's a regular way that something is organized or done. Many things around us are organized into patterns in some way. In fact, people usually prefer things to be organized. There are patterns in English writing too. When you are reading in English, you should look for the pattern. It will help you understand and remember the ideas. Additionally, you will find common patterns in paragraphs. For example, the listing pattern, the sequence pattern, the comparison pattern, and the cause-effect pattern. Thinking in English. When you read in English, you are thinking about what will come next. This is how good readers think when they are reading. They are thinking ahead. That is, they are thinking about ideas and about what might come next. If they think about what will come next, their eyes move ahead quickly. In fact, good readers don't have to focus on each word for long. A quick look is enough. Reading faster. Why read faster? There are three important reasons for learning to read faster. First, you can read more in less time. This will help you with homework, classwork, and tests. It will also make reading stories and books more enjoyable, so you will probably read more. 2. You can understand better. How can you understand when you read faster? Because of the way your memory works. When you read slowly, you read one word at a time. This way, you read separate words. Try reading the sentences below with words separated. It is easier or harder to read this way. It is harder to read this way. Of course, the separate words are separate pieces of information. They don't stay in your memory for long. You may forget the beginning of a sentence by the time you get to the end. When you read faster, your short-term memory can work better. It can group more words together and you can understand sentences better. And finally, you will improve your general knowledge of English. If you read faster and understand better, you will be able to read more. This way, you will see a lot of words and sentences. This will help you. Pay attention. Learn more vocabulary. Understand how sentences work. Learn what words are used together. Become a better writer. How to read faster? First, check your reading habits. Some habits can slow you down when you are reading. 2. Skip or guess unknown words. Skip words that are not necessary for understanding the passage. Guess the general meaning of the words you need to understand the passage. 3. Practice reading faster by timing yourself. Timed readings can help you break the habits of slow reading. When you read against the clock, you push yourself to read faster. You have to change the way you read. Guidelines for reading faster. Follow the guidelines for time readings. First, before you start, write down the exact time it says on your watch or clock, minutes and seconds. 2. Preview each passage quickly before reading it. 3. Read the passage and then write down the exact time you finish. 4. Answer the question without looking back at the passage. Then, check your answer with your teacher. 5. Read the passage again. Look for the answer to the questions, especially the ones you answered incorrectly. 6. Find your reading time. Finishing time minus starting time. 7. Write your reading rate. And finally, after reading 4 or 5 passages, check your progress. If your reading rate has stayed the same, you should push yourself to read faster. If you have more than 2 incorrect answers on any passage, you might be trying to read too quickly. Slow down a little and read more carefully.
Remember that when you want to read, you have to choose a good book, and you should look for a comfortable place without noise or distraction, because you need to concentrate on your reading. Also, avoid reading at parties or meetings, and of course, don't use your cell phone. In addition, don't forget that to improve your reading, you should set goals and challenges. So always try to improve your times. Use a timer and look how much you are improving. Good luck!
Now you are ready to put in practice our tips.
We hope that you enjoyed our video.
Thank you for watching!